Live, local, now. This is WIS News 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Emily Scarlett. First at 11, a beautiful display of lights at Congaree National Park. Fireflies flashing in unison as they do every year. It's one of the only places and times you can see this phenomenon, which is expected to draw thousands looking to catch the famous light show, a show that became the inspiration in naming Columbia's baseball team, the Fireflies. Caroline Patricus is live in Columbia to explain.
Well, Emily, that's right. It's one of those you have to see it to believe it moments. In fact, more people were in the park tonight than on their busiest day of the year. But it wasn't always this famous. In fact, the Great Smoky Mountains also has 2 weeks out of the year when their Fireflies synchronize as well. That became so famous that they now have a lottery system. They only allow 2,000 people in the park to attend that light show. Luckily, it hasn't become that famous here at the Congaree National Park just yet, but park goers tonight, they were expressing those worries and concerns of that happening here. Now, we can show you some video. It is kind of dark, but if you take a look real closely, you can see those fireflies lighting up. Even the park rangers were in awe. The man who started this walk 40 years ago told me tonight that it's believed that it's a mating event for the fireflies. They only synchronize their lights 2 weeks out of the entire year, and it usually happens when the sun goes down. That was this weekend. He described it as a Christmas light show to me. It's hard to get on camera because you cannot turn on any kind of flashlights, but it is exactly what it looked like. The entire forest lit up.
We started noticing the firefly synchronicity in the 80s, early 80s, and it kind of spread by word of mouth. Only 2 weeks during the year, 2 or 3 weeks during the year, the fireflies converge and they begin to blink their lights on and off together, sort of like, it's a mystery. Who's conducting this firefly synchronicity? It's a miracle.
So this is a headlamp. You have to have a red light here in the Congaree National Park so that the fireflies don't get scared and hide because the light's too bright.
Now, this is the first year ever that park rangers actually worked inside of the park until 10 p.m. tonight because of the growth that this event is experiencing year after year. And yes, Emily, if you're wondering, there are very strict rules when it comes to looking at these fireflies. You can't turn on any kind of flashlight, and they ask you to keep quiet. If you missed it this weekend, don't worry. There's still another weekend. They believe that this synchronicity will happen again next weekend. I'll send things back to you in the studio.
Thanks for that, Caroline. A beautiful night for that show as we take a live look over Columbia tonight, but that's changing quickly. Take a look at what's happening just to our west. Some heavy rain and thunderstorms moving slowly across the southeast. First Alert meteorologist Vaughn Gaskin joins us now to tell us how much of this we'll see tomorrow. Vaughn?
Well, we'll certainly see our fair share. It's going to start tomorrow and continue not just into your Sunday and Monday, but also Tuesday and Wednesday. Of course, we're going to have to continue to talk about the opportunity that we have here for showers and storms. And get this, we've already have a few showers on the board. As we take a look at what's going on in Saluda County now, we're looking at some light rain there. A quick passing shower can't be ruled out. Also over into Greenwood County, heading towards Lawrence, they may get a quick passing shower also. So this is just the beginning. We'll continue to see the opportunity for those storms in here as we look at the showers and storms now moving back to the west. Of course, they continue to push out of Atlanta, moving to the north now, and we're going to see those areas near Alabama move on over to the east as well, giving us opportunities for storms in Georgia for tomorrow. For us, we won't see those storms moving in until late in the day. And as far as our risk for severe weather for today, that is right in that area where you're seeing. Now, once we transition into tomorrow, I don't see it moving more to the east. It does look like most of those areas will die out. We will have some showers and storms, but it doesn't look like the Storms Prediction Center is saying that we'll see a significant amount of severe weather. We'll be in alert mode here because we want to make sure that we keep you aware and updated on any storms that develop. For the rest of this night, it's going to be mild and muggy. We will see 1 or 2 areas of fog developing. Into tomorrow, we'll start out with some fog and some sunshine during the midday, and then afternoon storms are certainly possible for your Monday. Early showers, afternoon storms are possible. Now, we'll continue to track what's going on, and we will, of course, continue to see train changes. We'll start out with with those fog areas for tomorrow morning, and then we'll see that line of storms moving in. Of course, I'll continue to give you an hour-by-hour forecast of what you can expect coming up in just a few minutes, Emily.
Thanks for that, Vaughn. New developments tonight. A Columbia teen has died after being shot in what police say was a possible altercation. This happened on Lorick Circle Friday night. The coroner says 19-year-old Christopher Simmons died after being shot multiple times. Police say a 14-year-old boy is now facing weapons charges in connection to the incident, but have not released his name as investigators try and piece together what happened. New at 11, 4 people rescued off the water after getting caught up in a sticky situation while tubing. Columbia Fire says they saved one person who was trapped on an island in the Saluda River near Riverbank Zoo this afternoon. 3 other people tubing nearby who were also in distress were rescued as well. Hundreds of people made their way to the convention center today for the 20th annual Black Business Expo. The event is designed to boost the economy while providing a platform for minority-owned businesses. And it's not just an opportunity for marketing products, but for networking too. The event also featured workshops, live entertainment, and youth activities. But the main attraction seemed to be the 4 celebrity guests, including gospel artist Marvin Sapp and radio personality Charlamagne the God.
And I tell black people all the time, we all we need. And when you look around and you see all of these entrepreneurs and, you know, they out here selling their t-shirts and their oils and their edge restoration and their food, we got to come out here and support each other, you know, because everybody, all these communities in America are supporting themselves. So we got to start supporting each other. And to me, that's what the Black Expo is the epitome of.
The opportunity to network, support businesses in the community, build relationships with some of our corporate partners. That's what the Black Expo experience is about.
Organizers say the purpose of the event is to educate, enlighten, and inspire the entire community and the African American community in particular. How strong are you? Fitness and health enthusiasts from around the country are in Lexington County this weekend for the 10th annual Summer Strong Expo. That's happening at Sorinex headquarters. It was created for founder Richard Sorinex and his 58th birthday. Originally, he just wanted a few friends to come over for a day of lifting, learning, coaching, eating, and drinking, but now it attracts coaches and athletes from across several states. That expo wraps up tomorrow. Some international flavor on display today at Richland International Flavors on Decker. It all kicked off this morning with a parade that led to the festival. That's where there was a full menu of exotic ethnic foods. The festival is hosted by Richland County in partnership with the Columbia International Festival. This morning, students, parents, and teachers from Rosewood Elementary School in Columbia put in some hard work to give back. Together, they packed 5,000 meals for the Harvest Hope Food Bank. It was part of a partnership with Boosterthon, which has 22 schools participating across the country to make 160,000 meals for families in need. Coming up, President Trump hits the road now in the middle of his first trip overseas, and he's already struck a big deal. Details ahead. And later tonight, a man with a mower powered by love. What's driving one man to cut lawns in all 50 states? But first, here's Vaughn with your forecast.
Well, remember, we're in alert mode for tomorrow, so we will be tracking showers and storms. Also brings about cooler temperatures. How about the 80s for you as we head into the end of the weekend and into the beginning of next week? We're going to talk about some big changes coming up for you right after this.
Donald Trump wraps up the first day of his first foreign trip as president. It was a day that included a little dancing. NBC's Kristen Welker has the latest tonight from Saudi Arabia as the president looks ahead to a busy schedule.
President Trump was given a welcome ceremony fit for a king today. The red carpet literally rolled out, a 7-jet flyover, and tonight a dinner with all of the top officials here in Saudi Arabia. It comes after a big headline, the president and Saudi officials announcing a $110 billion arms deal aimed at providing a counterweight against Iran. The president saying it will include new cybersecurity as well as defense tools. And he says it will create more jobs at home.
It was a tremendous day. I just want to thank everybody, but tremendous investments into the United States, and our military community is very happy, and we want to thank you and Saudi Arabia. But hundreds of billions of dollars of investments into the United States and jobs, jobs, jobs.
But the big event comes tomorrow. That's when President Trump delivers his capstone address to more than 50 Muslim nations. His message will be a call to unify in the fight against ISIS and extremism. His next stop, Israel. Traveling with the president in Riyadh, Kristen Welker, NBC News.
New at 11, a truck is knocked on its side near the runway after a collision with a plane at the Los Angeles International Airport. You can see that truck here in this video, and there's also a chuck missing from the wing of the passenger jet. Officials say it happened on the taxiway, and all 8 people injured were in the truck. No one on the plane was hurt. Take a look at this. Flash flooding after a night of heavy rain in Indiana. Enough rain fell in Salem to cause the Blue River to rise from 4 feet to 18 in just a few hours. You can see some of the damage with semi-trucks on their sides, silos in the river, and washed out railroad tracks. Thankfully, no serious injuries have been reported. Here's a look at the system causing all that mess, and as you can see, it stretches down into the south, and it could be producing some rain for us tomorrow and Monday. Your first alert forecast with Vaughn Gaskin is coming up next on the News at 11.
80 is what we have in place for your Monday. It will be much, much cooler. 60% chance of scattered showers and storms in the forecast. And then Wednesday, a bigger storm system moves through. That one, we have a better opportunity to see some strong storms, so we could see some severe weather in here Wednesday as well.
Some pretty big changes then. We're seeing cooler temperatures and then, of course, those storms.
Absolutely. We have to gear up for all those changes.
All right, thanks for that, Vaughn. Another successful running of the Governor's Cup races. Great weather this morning for the half marathon and 5K run and walk. Congratulations to the winners. You can find the results online at governorscupsc.org. Coming up in sports, it was a busy day on the diamond. When we return, the Gamecocks avoid the brooms, while the River Bluff Gators chase a state title. Sports is next. One man is making a difference one lawn at a time, and if he reaches his goal, his journey will take him through South Carolina. Rodney Smith has set out to cut 50 lawns in 50 states. He's reaching out to veterans, the elderly, disabled, and single mothers who need some extra help. And it's all with his group Raising Men Lawn Care, which mentors young boys.
Young, old, or whatever, you can make a difference with a lawnmower.
Rodney hopes this journey across America will help encourage others to do the same. He plans to stop in every single state. Good idea. I mean, cutting the grass is hard, so he's helping out some people that may need some help there.
And a good skill to learn.
Yeah.
It's really fun to watch that.
Yeah, might want to get that done, though, before those rain showers come in.
Absolutely. Tomorrow you'll be tracking showers and storms, mainly in the afternoon and evening hours.